Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. I'm Taziar Gabar from Prophets in Babylon, Waco, Texas. I'm in the branch of the Prophets in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida camp. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone, and peace and salutation on down to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing out this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Alright, me and a brother here out here again, pushing out this gospel, you know, doing this truth, you know. Let the hopeful elect wake up, so the Lord wakes up the hopeful elect so we can get up out of here. Alright. The job and duty of a prophet into 1 2/3. 2/3 of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, alright? So, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of prophecies are speaking. You know, you got the earthquakes, the rumors of wars, which I just read about a few minutes ago. Putin threatened to strike any nation with missiles, you know, if they, I forgot the reason, Slovakia, but you know, these nuclear missile threats are at an all-time high. You know, you got Russia, which is the Medes, you know, they're getting stirred up. You got, you know, Korea, Kim Jong-un, alright? He's constantly threatening to strike missiles at any given moment, alright? And that's the spirit of war in the air. Keep in mind, you got these earthquakes happening also. You know, there was one in, what was it, Peru?
Peru and Ecuador.
Ecuador and Peru, 6.4 magnitude. You know, we had one in Turkey, about 7.9. You know, so the Lord is doing His thing. And keep in mind, these days are flying by. Like, we already about to be in April. As I said back in January, we will be in March, the Passover real soon. With Passover over, you know, next thing you know, we'll be in the middle of the year, which is June and July, summertime. Alright? And then, you know, 3-4 months, we already at the end. We back in August, September, October, you know? And then before you know, we'll be in 2024. Alright, so the Lord is speeding up time. Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. You know, the Lord is speeding up the time. The earth is spinning faster than usual. You know, and especially in Jacob's trouble, if the Lord don't speed up the time, no flesh will be saved. You know, this devil will literally slaughter all of us. And as it's saying, Revelation 12 and 12, he's going to come down with a great wrath. You know, because he knows he has a short time to push out his agenda, you know. It's his NWO, you know. He wants everybody to get the implant, right? So except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Lord is speeding up those days for the hopeful elect's sake. The Lord's prophets, Lord willing, we are those men, you know. That's why He's shortening up the time. Alright? And we're sighing and crying. We want to get up out of here. Alright? You can get that sigh and cry. I think it's in Ezekiel. If I'm not, Ezekiel 9, if I'm not mistaken.
Ezekiel 9 and
4.
Oh, okay. I already got him up. Okay. Ezekiel 9 and 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh.
All right, right there. So go amongst the midst of Jerusalem, you know, set a mark upon their forehead. That mark is going into spiritual. So it's not the same as Revelation, 13. It's talking about.
This is a spiritual mark.
Yeah, a spiritual
mark.
Stamp, we're not spiritual mark. No.
Now,
exempt for judgment.
The tawa.
God. Spiritual. Alright.
Yeah, only the elect are gonna have that spiritual mark.
Alright, these niggas, they don't have that.
No.
They're not exempt for judgment.
No.
Only the men that's out here doing the works, sincerely seeking, diligently seeking the Lord, is gonna have it. Have this one, this is a different mark, right?
Speaks in two different marks.
You go ahead.
And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry
And
for
we're
all.
sighing and crying, constantly. Brothers catching hell, getting tired, vexed, of being in this place.
Brothers with infirmities.
Yeah, bodily afflictions.
Seeing so much wickedness on the planet,
Having to see these damn wicked Israelites, that celebrities push out Esau's agendas. You got that woman, Coyle Ray. They play this song every 5 minutes. But it's called Players. She's rapping over that old school Grandmaster Flash beat, saying girls are players too.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, what she say? If he broke, then you gotta let him go. Cause you can have anybody, any money, mo. Cause when you're a boss, you can do what you want. And then she said, cause girls is players too. And Esau had this woman on a at an NBA game performing that, and she, she didn't have no clothes on damn near, and she had them big red boots on, which that's a trend now. Jake walking around with these big red boots. You saw it?
Yeah, I saw that.
No foolery. No, folly is set at great dignity. You can grab that scripture.
Foolishness is at an all-time high.
Wait, finish out on that.
Okay.
That Ezekiel 9:4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's vexing, and brothers gotta, deal through that.
Yeah.
And you can't even drive without hearing that song. And it's a catchy beat too, so you'll find yourself jamming to it. Then you listen to what she's saying, and it'll vex your spirit, because girls is players too, and that's why you got these damn women. They following behind these celebrities, which is why they follow in that same mind state. It's why they using men, finessing men out of their money and time. And marriage is a scam now, because the only reason why they want to marry you is for your substance. They just want to be with you for a certain amount of time so they can divorce you and take all your stuff, and they'll be committing adultery with you while you're married anyway, You won't find out till years later, We'll finish up on that Ezekiel 9.
And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst of thereof.
All right, so we're willing, we are those men. We're the prophets, and we're sighing and crying. So that mark is going into a mark of exemption from judgment, because the Lord's going to bring judgment upon this earth. A lot of people, our families, these wicked Israelites, they're finna die really soon. And that ultimate judgment is that lake of fire from those nuclear missiles, World War III.
Yeah, I remember the other day I was watching a video of Elder Pastor Hard, and he was encouraging the brothers to stay away from, to stay away from your family if you can stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all as brothers from time to time may have some obligations with them or what have you. But as far as just hanging out with them and all that, they're not your friends. You know what I'm saying? They're not following what the Lord wants. So it's no need to be around them. They're gonna be when the shift hits, they're not gonna be for you. They're gonna be against you. So it's better.
They're gonna be the first ones to turn your ass in if you for some money. For it don't even gotta be a lot. It could be $1,000.
Yeah, I mean, you got an old saying, family can be your worst nightmare. And
a man's foe should be there of his own household. You know.
So I mean, you know, it ties in with the Bible. You know, what is the scripture about? You cannot love your house without hating your father and your mother and your brother. You know, so.
You brought that up. I'll get that in Matthew 10.
Okay.
Get that folly said in great dignity, though.
Folly said, okay. You know what it said? I can look at that. Up right quick.
This is Matthew 10 and 36. A man's foe shall be they of his own household. You know, Jake loved their damn mama. You know,
yeah.
And your mom will be the first ones to turn your ass in to Esau. Because when shit hits the fan, they're gonna be scared. You know, and they're gonna see your face plastered all on the news. You know, you're gonna have bounties. They're gonna be disowning you. You know, they're gonna be the first ones to turn you in, especially your wicked ass cousins. You know, Jake, fucking Tyrone and Tony and Tyrone.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna turn your ass in for $500.
Yeah.
You got $500 bounty. You know, 5,000, 10,000, 20, however many. You know, your enemy is going to be there of your own household, because ultimately they're not with you in this truth. You know. All right, them niggas still, they can't even do the simple stuff. They can't even stop eating pork. You know. All right. So Jake is gonna have. Yeah, that's why Elder Apostle Torah said you can stay away from your family. You know. And they already talking shit about you behind your back. About what you're doing in this truth. They see it as weird. And
he got this beard. All of a sudden now he's wearing his beard. What's going on here? You know.
Yeah. which a man beard is his a badge of honor. A beard is a badge of honor. Brother had posted that. You know, you're not supposed to cut your beard. It goes back to, you know, Leviticus. Right? Your family, they're already talking about you behind your back. You know, some of them dealing with Edomites, you know, which is not, there's no problem dealing with the women of other nations. But, you know, some of them dealing with Edomites, and they'll come across a video of you saying how they going to slavery. They'll get offended. You know, that's causing division right there. All right. So
but this is.
Your enemy are going to be they of your own household. This is Matthew 10 and 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. He that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And that's in that's red letter. How was shy. He said that. You know.
One of the reasons why he said that it kind of lines up with Providence 14:18. You don't mind me reading it, right?
Yeah.
The simple inherit folly. Your family, your friends, or so-called friends or associates that you were when you were in the world, that's who they are. This is who King Solomon's talking about. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. So it's like goes back to what the brother said from South Carolina. I hope I said the brother's name, Elder Montezakbach. He said that you got this truth. That's what you need, and you know, the elect are being blessed with this knowledge. Whereas, you know, your family and so-called friends or what have you, they're the simple, so they inherit folly. So that's all they know is this. They think there's no other life but this life here.
simply in their folly. You know, they're into
Get them off that
foolishness. You know, they're into foolishness.
Yeah. I mean, you got Jake doing TikTok. Saw a video earlier. They got the milk crate challenge.
Yeah.
One dude broke his wrist, man. His wrist just hanging, man.
Jake is dying.
That's folly, man. Stupidness, you know. It's just
They're running up fucking crates.
yeah. And then you break your, you know, break your wrist. I mean, what was the purpose in that? You know, it's just dumb, you know. But that's about as dumb as wearing them big red boots, you know.
Bro, I just realized it's one stupid trend after the other.
Yeah, it's always something. You know, it
creating
gets and it gets more stupider and stupider as time goes on.
Now
It
it's
gets
the big
even
red
more stupider.
God, you know, Jake is into doing that. You know, they're not into this truth.
No, they're satisfied with this life out here, living it this way, where they, you know, do what it is that they do. So they don't see nothing else but this life. They don't want to see nothing else but this life. So that, I mean, basically that's the simple that
You showed
the
Jake.
King Solomon he was talking about.
You showed Jake a picture, you know, of a king, Israelite, you know, with a crown and the garment on. Jake in the world, they'll look at it.
It's over their head.
Yeah.
They don't see
You know
it,
how
man.
we see a nigga walking down the street with his hands all the way to his knees and holding guns, and we look at him. That's how Jake look at that image in the world. You know?
Well, you know, it's like opposite with us. You think about this. You know, we have beards.
Yeah.
So now we see guys now, you know, now that we've been blessed to keep learning this truth. It's so crazy to me now to see people, you know, Jake's walking around with no beard. You know, if they do have a beard, it's all lined up and edged up.
Yeah,
and
for the woman.
it's weird, man. It's weird to me now. You know.
Jake wearing long dreads. Every damn
That
nigga
too.
you see,
That
they
too.
wearing dreadlocks.
That too.
Because of King Von, Lil Durk, and Lil Wayne, all these rappers.
Yeah.
Jake followed these rappers.
Yeah.
These rappers leading them to destruction. You know?
And it gives off, you know, it gives off a feminine spirit as well.
Yeah, Benjamin with them dreadlocks and them, you know, Jake in Jamaica,
Yeah.
Benjamites. Damn near every Southern kid you see, they got dreads in their head. You know, and getting them lined up. Effeminate face, no beard,
Yeah.
long hair.
And it's so funny now, you know, I mean, not in a literal way, but in a spiritual way, how you see that and he's like, wow, that looks weird to you, you know.
It does. Shit look weird.
It does. It really does. Just like they look at us and be like, you know, but it's just like Elder Apostle Ricard said, you know, he said he had heard from Elder Apostle Tahar, whatever you see Jake do, you do the opposite.
Exactly.
So
Jake doing the wrong.
yeah, he do the most.
No, Jake is freaking gone.
Yeah, he is.
And you see why the Lord is gonna judge him. When you first come in, you probably have a little sympathy for him. But now you see why the Lord's gonna kill all these niggas. Because they bad seeds. They don't wanna do right. Right? Yeah, you know, Jake got they don't have no role models, so they role models is the celebrities of this world.
Yeah,
You know?
and basically Esau, because if you
Yeah.
ever think about some of these rappers, they name themselves after some of these people, you know, some of the wickedest people that have ever been on this earth. A lot of those rappers have named themselves of that, you know.
You got Blueface walking around with Benjamin Franklin tattooed on his cheek, you know, and Benjamin Franklin had fucking slaves and concubines and everything. That's how stupid Jake is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. goes right back to Proverbs 14:18. You know, all they know is folly.
Since I'm here, this is 1 Corinthians 11:14. Doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? You know? Because if you look at that man from the back, you looking at his hair, you'll think he is a woman. You know? That's why having a long hair is a shame. The glory of a woman is her hair. You know? Long hair is not the glory of the man.
No,
it's the woman.
No, it's the woman.
So, you know, folly is set in great dignity. So this place is vexing, and the men of the Lord are sighing and crying to, you know, get up out of here, because we want to get the kingdom of heaven ultimately. And you know, every day we wake up in this hamster wheel, we still in this captivity. You know, so we still under the oppression of our oppressors. Esau, Edom.
Feel it every day when you wake up in the morning. You're like, yeah, I'm still here.
You gotta go to work.
You gotta go to work.
Brothers
You know,
overnight jobs and
yeah,
all these down
you know,
crazy hours.
may have, brothers may have more than one job. You know. And,
no, Jay got like three jobs.
yeah. So I mean, you know, you're tired of seeing what you're seeing. You know. Men who not acting as men, women who are not acting as women, you know. You just, you know, brothers are sighing and moaning about that, you know. Sighing and moaning about the infirmities that we're dealing with, you know.
This is Haggai 1:6. You have sown much and bring in little. We work so much, but we bring in little. The devil will give you just enough to get by. That's the way the system was created. You know, he wanted Jake to stay at the bottom and serve in servitude unto him. You know, they purposely rigged this system up for it to be that way. And even if you are working, they're not paying you the amount that you're supposed to get paid. Your ass you're supposed to be getting $600 a week, and they paying your ass $550 or $4 something. You know. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but have not enough. You know, we eat, but we not full. You know, these GMO foods. You know, we eat, and like a few hours later, an hour later, you're hungry all over again. You know, because we're not really eating real food ultimately at the end of the day. Ye drink and not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. So you eat but not filled with drink. Alright, the water is polluted. You know, fluoride in the water, plastic water bottles. You know, they got this soda, which is poison. You know?
Yeah, Esau has all kind of ways that he poisons us through the food, the air, the water, you name it. Even in some of the clothes that we're wearing. So.
You got pig in your clothes.
Yeah.
He clothed you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag of holes. So that's how wages is. It's like putting your money in a bag that got holes in it. So you get money and it's falling out at the same time. You know, that's how our wages are. Jay get paid and he gotta pay all these bills. So the money is back low.
Yeah.
Alright, that's the condition that we're in. You know, Jake signed and crying to get delivered up out of that. Alright? And on top of that, we catch a hell, you know? So, that mark, spiritual mark in Ezekiel 9 is going into the mark of the exemption for those who sign in that cry. You know? America is going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. Alright? And these 2/3 want to stay in here.
They want to stay in it. They love it. Love the situation. They love to be able to go to the club on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, and you know, show their new outfit or whatever it is that they wearing. You know, just to flex. So, because you know, Jake love to show off anyway. So, yeah, so it's in his spirit to do it. So he's gonna do it, and that's how to do it. He goes to the club. He goes to wherever something's real popular, you know, so he can be seen. You know.
Try to get his own little booth, you know.
Yeah, because a lot of Jakes want to be
like in high class.
Yeah, they want to be in that category with celebrities.
Yeah.
You think about it, because especially the Jake women, because you know they're on Instagram, they're on fans only, and whatever else they got going on out there. You know that you know puts their name out there or they pictures out there. You know, they want to feel that celebrity. They want to be in that celebrity mindset. Well, they're in that celebrity mindset. And that's another reason why these women act the way they act.
They got all these simps.
Yeah, you got all them simps chasing after them, so it just makes their head so damn big it won't even fit in the park.
That's another reason why they are the way they are. These simps.
Yeah.
Basically worshiping.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know, that's why scripture say, give not thy strength to women. You know, those men are, you know, that do that are weak. You know, them simps are going to be the first wave of men to get taken out.
Be judged, yeah.
If you worshiping a woman, you must worship the Lord. Y'all worship the other.
Yeah, see, but that just shows you that we're truly living in a bizarro world, because the scriptures say that it's pleasing to the Lord for the woman to obey her, you know, to obey her husband. So, you know, you got the opposite here, where the woman wants to control the husband. So everything here goes against the, you know, what Yahweh Shah is or saying through the scriptures.
Like living with a dragon. These women in America is like dwelling with a fire-breathing dragon.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, a lot of masculine. Yeah, they are, and then like I say, the men are the ones walking on eggshells instead of the women.
The women are effeminate.
Very, very.
men are
very masculine these days, man. A lot of these women are very masculine, even though they may look feminine, but they got a very feminine spirit on them. You know, now you got some Jake women out there that they got the manly spirit on them as far as how they talk and how they look. And then you got some that maybe not look that may not look manly, but they have a feminine, you know, a manly spirit on them, you know. So it just shows you just how all screwed up this world is, you know.
Meg Thee a Stallion. No, that's who Jake looking up to.
Mm-hmm.
She named after a male horse.
Yeah,
know?
yeah. But
Right.
that's further pushing, you know, Esau's agenda, because like I say, he wants to do the opposite of what the Lord wants. He wants the man to be in charge. That's what's pleasing to the Lord, is for a woman to do what her husband says. I mean, as long as it's within righteousness, that's what's pleasing to the Lord.
And Esau wants the woman in charge.
Yeah.
And these women, you know, they don't have their fathers in their life, so
No.
they think it's
No.
okay. They don't
No.
know how to be women.
No, they don't.
Know how to bathe,
Mm-mm.
act correctly, wash
Mm-mm.
their body. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to cook, clean.
No.
They don't wash dishes.
And
Their
it-
house be dirty.
You know, that's funny you brought that up. We talked about that last week. I looked it up. You know, I was looking up essential oils that women should bathe in, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that. You know, and if I didn't know it, I'm pretty sure a lot of these women out here didn't know it, because a lot of them just, you know, take a shower and, you know, maybe put on whatever little feminine products they do, and they keep it moving. There's essential oils that they should be using. Jojoba oil, I think that's one of them. It's some more little essential oils that they be using, they could use, but they don't use them. They don't even know nothing about these herbs. So, you know, all they know is what Esau puts out there. You know, I mean, you know.
I was watching this Judite woman. I forgot her name. Her name is Melanie Kings. I don't know if you
Okay.
heard of her.
No, I never heard of.
She's 41 and she look like she's from the tribe of Judah
Okay.
or whatever. She was on the Pearly Things show, which Pearly Things, you know, I believe she a Jake, but she looked like an Edomite.
Okay.
And she on his podcast, and she be going in on how modern women are, you know, how they are, basically how they have failed, you know, the way they are and how they treat men. But like Melanie King, she was going in, the Judite woman, she was saying how these women, they don't actually know how to bathe themselves.
Mm-mm.
And I was thinking about what I said last week, and she
No.
said, how many of you can go take off your drawers and tell your husband to smell it, and you won't smell no foul odor? And all of the women on the podcast were silent, you know. They did, you know, she was just going into it how she was taught and raised by her, I think she said her mother or grandmother, and how these women, they don't know how to actually be women because they never had their fathers, our parents, our grandparents or whatever have failed us, you know, which is why we are the way now, which is ultimately the curses,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But yeah, that woman said the same thing I said, you know.
Yeah. We like I say, you brought that up last week in camp, and like I say, it's a lot of different oils that a woman could be using, you know, but she chooses to use the stuff to mask things. It's kind of like the medication that Esau gives you, you know. He doesn't give you the cure for whatever's ailing you. He just gives you something to mask whatever you got going on. You know, say for instance, you got a real bad headache, but you don't know exactly what's causing your headache. You might want to know what's causing your headache, you know, but Esau just gives you something to mask it over, and you don't care, you know.
Yeah, you look at these women dressers and they restroom, they got all type of fucking medications, pills.
One thing I noticed.
Semen demons.
Yeah. Most of I notice about a lot of these Jake women, a lot of them are on some kind of medication, man, for real.
Cause they didn't mess around with fucking hundreds. Oh yeah, she went in there too. She said that these women hopping from rod to rod to rod. She said one woman had about 150 plus bodies, and she was bragging about it. You know, all them different sperm cells from the different men, they throw off the woman pH balance, and that's what ultimately what causes that foul odor. You know, and oh yeah, they cause them to be crazy because you all them different spirits in your body.
Yeah.
That's why you women be fucking bipolar, snapping. They'll be cool 1 minute, and next minute they cussing you out for no reason.
Yeah, man. Everything's all good, and you thinking everything's, you know, Jake, he's thinking everything's all good, and then, you know, him and Eve are laughing and hugging and what have you, and then 15 minutes later he go back and he catching hell and he don't know why.
Didn't do nothing.
No, he didn't do nothing. Brother could have went to work and you know, got off, you know, maybe before he went to work everything was good and you was on a good note before you left, and then all of a sudden, you know, you come back home and she's screaming and you don't know why. Jake don't know why.
Well, this is Sirach 24 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and give me any wickedness in the wickedness of a woman. No, that's a well-known scripture. And also, you know, when you read, I don't know if it's in Sirach, but scripture also says all is but little unto the
wickedness of a woman.
Yeah, wickedness of a woman. You know?
Yeah, Solomon brought it out. He out of among 1,000 women, he couldn't find at least one that was, you know, righteous. So you imagine, you know, out here with these Eves, and a lot of them got all these different spirits on them. You know, it's got these body counts. It's got the, you know, they got all these wicked spirits on them, man. You know.
From fucking Pookie and Ray Ray.
Yeah, JoJo.
The black women love Pookie and Ray Ray. That's their number one option.
Oh yeah.
Then it's Esau. Then it's Moab. You know.
They rather not deal with a dude that's you know, probably just works and maybe, you know, just kind of a basic guy. Maybe goes to work and comes home, take care of his business. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe watch TV here and there, what have you. But he's just a normal, basic Jake. You know, they gotta have a Jake that's out on the street. You know, out on the block. You know, he's got to be doing something overly extravagant. He's always got beef with other Jakes. You know, just, you know, that's what they're attracted to. Not attracted to a man of the Lord, which would behoove them to be attracted to one, because, you know, it would be to their, you know, to their benefit. But they don't want nothing to their benefit. They want everything wicked. So you want everything wicked, that's who you're gonna deal with. You're gonna deal with Pookie and Ray Ray and JoJo and
Tyrone.
Oh yeah, can't leave out Tyrone.
Jamal.
Yeah, Jamal.
Fucking typical black stereotype.
Yeah.
Jamal and Tyrone.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, these women.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
They a lost cause.
Love baby.
Baby kids.
Yeah.
I got a fucking aunt named Baby.
Oh, for real? Yeah, the guy I went to school with. They used to call him that. That was his nickname.
Yeah, you know, kind.
But yeah, that's what they're attracted to, man. And you know, you probably saw that a lot of times. Brothers out there might have saw it at school. You know, the girl you might have liked in school, and she's digging this other dude, and you know this dude was wicked as hell. You know what I'm saying? You might not even been in the truth at that time, but you know this guy wasn't right. You know what I'm saying?
He fucking selling crack and shit.
Yeah, you know.
8th grade.
Yeah.
He's selling crack.
But she's attracted to him. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
And stealing his mom's car.
Yeah.
And hanging with the local gangbangers on the street corner.
Yeah. That's who Eve's attracted to. She's not attracted to a grounded.
The nigga that dropped out and all type of
Yeah, nah, he's got to drop out of school.
Getting in jail every week.
Yeah, some kind of trouble in the streets. You know, got beef with other Jakes. You know, he's doing things that puts his life in jeopardy, or he puts other people's lives in jeopardy that he's around. You know, that's what they like.
That's who the modern day, woman, the black woman at least like.
Yeah, that's what she likes.
And all these women like dudes like that, you know.
Yeah.
And within the nation of Israel, within the tribe of Judah, that's why they get mad at the passport bro movement, because brothers are moving where they wanted at in these other foreign countries, and they get mad because their last option, when they get all beat up and worn out, they're leaving. So now they don't got no stability to flock on when they get old and run down.
And you know the Lord, what it is, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah, putting the spirit on those brothers to be fed up, you know, to do that. See, give a reaction from these Eves, how they gonna respond to that? Because right now they think they on top. I mean, and like I say, if you think about it, in their mindset, they are, because you think about it, they get the food stamps, they got a place to stay, they get WIC, they can even have a job, and you know what I'm saying. And then even, they tell them, well, you can't have a man at your complex, but you know how that go. Eve gonna still have somebody there that she can lay up with. So she's really right now in her mindset, she feel like she got it made.
Yeah, and that's why the Lord said He's gonna strip all them from them.
Yeah, strip them and make them burn.
You women that are at ease.
Mm-hmm. And those are the women that are at ease, the ones that's getting this AFDC.
Food stamps, all that. You got
WIC.
100 kids by different dudes.
Yeah, all of them by 100 different baby daddies.
You don't know who the hell they are?
No.
They don't even love the kids. They just using them for money.
I'm glad you brought that out.
That's why whenever the dude get his custody for the kids, they get mad and kill him. They don't even love the kids. I'm
glad you brought that out, because there was a brother the other day. I think the brother was from GMS Hawaii, and he pulled up a video of these Eves. I think they were in Florida, and they were interviewing these Eves out in the streets, and they was like, they would pretty much admit that they were gonna go lay up with some men during the spring break week. So he had asked them. He said, "Hey, what you gonna do if you get, if they get pregnant? You get pregnant." And majority of them said that they was gonna get rid of the baby. One chick said she wanted to be pushed down the stairs. You say, "Push me down the stairs," And there was another Eve. She said, "Well, it depends. If he got money, I'll stick. I'll go on and keep him. But he ain't got no money. So that it shows you the sickness and how depraved Eve is. To even think like that. Because coming up back in the day, it used to be that it was a woman's glory to want to have a child.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, because that's how feminine the woman used to be. They didn't want to walk on the ground, get their feet dirty. believe it or not, the so-called black women used to be that way.
No, yeah, I can see now. I see some Eves walk around here barefooted like it ain't nothing. They
Damn
be
caveman,
yeah,
Esau.
man.
Well, they just programmed after Esau. They programmed after Esau, bro.
Yeah, it ain't nothing for you to see a Eve walk out here barefooted right now.
Cave monkey.
Yeah, you like, man, what? You know,
those shoes on, walking bare.
I mean, like, come on, man.
Stepping on glass and everything, rocks, sticks.
Don't care. Feet be just as black as hell on the on the bottom. I mean, like, come on.
They don't know how to bathe themselves. They just walking,
And so you think about it, most of them take showers, and very seldom you're gonna run into an Eve that just actually takes a bath. So
that's how they supposed to do in the ancient.
Yeah.
They're supposed to bathe.
Bathe in oil. Bathe in water and oil.
Men take showers.
Yeah, because
brothers that don't know, men supposed to take showers because, our bodies are external. The water hits and it drops down. You bathe. Women, their body's internal. They actually have to, get off inside there and clean. So that's why they supposed to lay in a tub, essential oils, and
essential
soak their bodies
oils.
up.
You got lavender,
Mint,
jojoba, jojoba oil, mint,
jasmine,
orange, the orange flavor they got too. So, and it go back to what you were saying about that what's that, an Iscarite that you work with? Did you say you smelt her?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what she be doing, bro. She smell like roses.
Yeah.
I smell her ass all the way down the hallway.
Yeah.
The fragrance or whatever.
And it's a difference than, what I'm saying, and you smelling her and, because sometimes we, as people, sometimes we smell it and it's like, okay, you smell, but are you hiding something, or you just, you still smelling good sincerely? That sounds like she's smelling good sincerely, but
when a woman soak them oils, it gets off inside her skin, her pores, so it be on it, which is why you smell it.
Yeah.
God, but back to Deuteronomy 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. So these women have an evil eye toward her husband, daughter, and son. Which is why they don't have no problem with killing their kids. They'll be fucking 5 years old. They killing them because the man got custody because her ass is wicked. Or they'll have abortions. Which these women, they, their vaginas are basically just used up cum buckets and cemeteries. Which is why the women in this world, the Western world in particular, are through. Damn, I wish I had a screenshot of the comment I saw. I saw a comment. Oh no, I just saw a comment on Instagram. This woman was going in, and she said, she was basically saying how women are not the prize. She was like, "That you know how to cook, clean, bathe yourself. Y'all are used up, ran down by thousands of men." And she was going in, but everything she said was true. God, and that's backing up what you just said about those women, how they were saying how they'll kill their kids, push them down the stairs or whatever.
The girl said if she was come up pregnant, she wants to be pushed down the stairs. Now you got a chance of being pushed down the stairs, and the Lord might put the spirit on you to die.
And the baby lives.
And the baby lives. That could happen also.
Stuff like that happened before, like the mother would get in a car wreck and the mother died, but the baby's still alive. The Lord can have.
So I mean, but that just shows you, and it goes back to the scripture we always talk about, Job 39:17, where the woman has no knowledge.
You love that scripture.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my favorites.
That's your favorite scripture.
Yeah, I put it out there. And I'm pretty sure some brothers out there, they resonate with that scripture too, because we really think about it, and that's what you got to think about a lot of times, brother. When them E's get to acting a fool, which is just always keep in mind, Job 39:17.
It's Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So we're coming in those days where these women are going to start eating their damn kids when there ain't no food. We 3 days into famine and Jacob's trouble. These women are going to start eating their newborns. They're going to start eating their children, putting them in the ovens, you know. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but The Visit, about that granny, she had put that kid in the oven. Hey, that's going to be true, though, you know. These women are going to start eating their kids, all right? Like you brought up about that situation at the restaurant. The dude was choking, and his friends sit there and watched him choke. You know, stuff like that is gonna happen in these last days. You know, your neighbors are gonna seek to take your life to help feed their family. You know, your family neighbors. You know, your family members. You know, like I think a month ago, everybody was in the living room watching Super Bowl. Them same family members are trying to seek to take your life.
Trying to take your life.
You know, a man's foes shall be they of their own household. You know, and these women are going to be, they're going to have hell on them. You know, the Lord's going to strip them and make them bare. You know, that's powerful. Their head is in the sky. You know, you got to think they got a seat joined with Esau. They got a power seat joined with Esau. You know?
They're real puffed up with pride.
Esau set them up to basically destroy us.
Yeah.
You know?
And you look at it from a spiritual stance, they're set up for failure. Because
Esau gonna divorce
that's exactly what's gonna happen, because once Lord puts that spirit on them to turn on Eve, that's when the real ship's gonna hit the fan for them.
And they so damn stupid. They don't see that the Lord is using them to destroy their own nation of men. They hate their own nation of men. You know?
You're so right, man. Because I was talking to a woman the other day, and she was saying, you know, she was just really putting down Jake, you know, about Jake, you know, just like, wait, black man, he don't want to do this, and he don't want to do that, and this, that, and the other. And I'm saying myself, I'm like, well, you know, I said, well, you know, you got a point there with Jake, you know, with the black man, so-called black man, but at the end of the day, what about the woman? You know, because the woman a lot of times has the custody of the children, and she's the ones raising these men. So a lot of them end up being what?
Emotional thugs or sodomites.
Exactly.
Or if they don't go that way, they'll end up growing up being
simps.
Weak. Yeah, simps. No, weak. You know? That's how the so-called black men are getting turned out to be. You know?
Yeah, because I mean, you don't have no, when there's no man in the household, you know, well, I'll put it like this, a man of the Lord in that household, then that's when everything is not going to be good, because you know, a lot of these, there's no guidance.
No.
You know?
You don't have masculine guidance.
No, you don't have no masculine guidance, and the man and the children, say for instance the boy and the girl, they don't see the dynamics of marriage. So they just, you know, learn what they see.
This is Deuteronomy 28:54, and what they see, you know, they follow these celebrities.
Yeah.
So that the man is tender among you and very delicate. Just like the woman. Hey, that's how the woman scripture started. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. You know, these wicked niggas commit adultery on their, another man's wife. Or seeking to kill him.
Yeah. Or men who just don't simply like you. You know, I mean, you even had that. You might not even, you know, Jake might not even done nothing to that other Jake, but for some reason he don't like him.
Got an evil eye.
Yeah.
Thy eyes shall be evil
You might just went up and spoke to him. Hey, brother, how you doing? You know, and
This square ass nigga.
yeah, you know, just. But it just shows you how wicked Jake is, man.
And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. You know, these households don't have the father, which is why it's falling. You know, and a part of that was what was it? No, the feminism era. The damn woman would have to, in order to get benefits from Esau, they would have to leave the husbands. No, I forgot what they call it, but yeah, they was basically kicking their husband out so they could get extra money and stuff from this devil.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and then like I say, that lifts up they, you know, in their mind said it lifts them up to thinking that they, you know.
They actually do it. They actually better.
Yeah, they really, that they actually better, and they're getting help.
They're not, you know. All right, so you know, these women,
then definitely not. You see with the decisions a lot of times these women make.
wrong decisions.
Yeah.
Wrong decisions after wrong decisions.
Can.
Lamentations 4:10. The hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. These women are going to be eating their children. And in these times of Jacob's trouble, you know, like I was going into, they were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. So this happened before. You know, when there was a famine, and it's going to happen again. In Lamentations 4:10. Alright? These women are going to be, they said they have slaughtered their children. You know, they're already killing them now because they can't get benefits from them, or, you know, they're having abortions. How much more when there's no food? And you know, the niggas, so-called tribe of Judah, they love eating.
Yeah.
You know, the average. Bro, they were saying on Fresh and Fit, Myron, he was like, these damn women are obese.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one woman that was like 5'5" and she was 180, almost 200 pounds. You know, because they love to eat. You know, Jake loved to eat.
Yeah.
GMO foods.
A lot of what they eat is not healthy for them.
Jake diet all messed up. They in these high dollar restaurants eating crabs and lobsters. You know?
Scallops.
Which we went in last week. That's what causes that bad odor too. You eating these bottom feeders in the ocean.
Abominable food.
And then you wearing them tight ass shorts. It's not, you know, the women supposed to have modest clothes on, like dresses and skirts. Well, dresses, you know, because you know how their body's internal or whatever.
Yeah.
They gotta breathe.
Yeah,
you know,
they gotta
wearing
breathe.
these fucking tight.
These jeans, skin tight.
That causes yeast infections, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the semen demons from these hundreds and thousands of men.
Yeah.
And they're not bathing themselves correctly.
No.
So, and that what causes that bad smell. You know, and I talked to Jake, and they told me how, you know, they was getting ready to pop a woman or whatever, and they smell freaking bad, horrible. You know, and I heard videos about it. You know, at first, like, I thought they was joking as an insult, but they was actually telling the truth. You know, these women they don't know how to bathe themselves. They be stinking. All right.
But they got that spirit that they know everything.
Yeah, you know. Lamentations 4:10. The hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. Alright? You'll be walking on the street and see the damn nigga woman with her whole child on a plate. You know, baked. You know, that's the times that we're coming into. Alright? Like that movie, The Book of Eli. You know, they would bite their fingernails, and that was a sign of cannibalism.
Wow.
You know, their fingernails would be all fucking bit up and stuff. They would say, "Let me see your fingernails." And you would show them, you know, if you see them bit up, that means they're a cannibal. Alright?
Wow.
So that's going into the love of many waxing cold. We're going to come in those times. Reading up, Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. Like you see in the Snickers commercial, you're not yourself when you're hungry. You know, that saying is very true. You know, you get hungry, your ass
irritable.
I had asked my uncle about 3 years ago. I was like, if he was stuck somewhere and didn't have nothing to eat, would you eat me? And he said, yeah, without being hesitant.
Well,
He
you
said,
know,
hell yeah, you know.
That goes back to the scripture.
Man, foe shall be there of his own household. You know? You know, family and friends are going to turn against you.
That's a perfect example. That's why the Elder Pastor Hart brought it out the other day. Leave your family alone. You know, we'll say you got some brothers, you know, they may have to, you know, stay with their parents or relatives or family, what have you. You have that.
Deal with them accordingly.
Yeah, you deal with them accordingly, but just kind of keep your distance from them because you already know that it's just a matter of time, you know. Personally, if I can, I try to stay away from my parents. I mean, I still have some responsibilities as far as dealing with them, but I try to keep it as that, and not try to go over there and hang out and all that kind of mess.
A brother in the camp, I told you, I showed him, his name is Ashar, I believe it was him. He told me how he had a dream about, he was with his friends, and I don't want to butcher the dream, but I'm going to go by what I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, he was with his friends, and he saw pull up with the fucking troopers, and he was telling his friends not to open the door. And then, dang, which one had that dream? Whatever, Slocky, whichever one. But he told him not to open the door, and then he was making his way upstairs to, I believe, grab his stuff. And then they opened the fucking door, and then the troopers just stormed in, and they was chasing them or whatever. And that's as far as I remember. I don't know which one had that dream. It was either Tazawama or the brother Ashar, but yeah, you know, that's giving you more reason to why, you know, you don't need to be hanging around your friends, family that much. And even when you do, like, another reason is why, because they'll eventually have you trying to do some wicked stuff.
Yeah.
You know, probably, whatever, eat something you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Celebrate a damn birthday, you know. Kind, you know, it's better to, you know, deal with them when you have to.
Yeah, the more you got to.
Don't even tell them about the truth if you can't refrain from it.
Yeah.
If you don't think they're spiritual equipped, don't even tell them the truth, because no, that's a mistake all brothers made. That's a mistake all brothers made when they came into this thing and trying to tell their family and get them.
Yeah. Because you be so excited, you know, you really knowing the truth, and you're learning, and you continue learning. And, you know, in most cases, a brother gonna want to say something about it. Man, this is what I learned. I learned this, and you know, and guy looking at you all upside your head like you done went crazy. But
in return,
you know,
you get laughed at and cussed out and looked at weird. You find out it's a precious gift, and that's what you get in return. You're either gonna get laughed at, cussed out, or you're gonna get looked at like you got 5 eyes on your body or whatever, your face.
That scripture, don't cast out pearls to
swine. Don't throw your pearls, your precious
pearls of wisdom.
Into swine. You ain't gonna have a bag full of fucking precious gemstones and diamonds and rubies and throw it in a pig, a pig pit.
No, you wouldn't throw it in a pig pen. Yeah.
And fucking rolling in mud and shit. Don't give your precious wisdom to some niggas that don't want it, that want to be black.
Yeah.
That want to be fucking Mexican, which they got conquered by the damn Spaniards, which is why they speak in Spanish, I told a damn Issachar, he's how he was an Israelite in school, and he started mocking me, talking something, I'm an Israelite. He started fucking making jokes and all that,
Well, he just marked himself, so I mean, unless he repent. But,
Nah, don't cast your pearls into swine,
Yeah, so most people are just not gonna get this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can explain it in the simplest forms, but if the spirit is not on them to get it, you're not gonna get it. And, that comes through Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah. They have to give you the spirit of understanding, because that's why you think Yahweh Shah said. Was the disciples asked him, why do you speak in parables to them?
It wasn't for the ass to do it.
Yeah. And a lot of our people that we encounter, it's the same way. That it's not meant for them to get it. And go back to what you were saying about who was that, Bruce Lee, Ronnie Coleman, was that LeBron James?
Yeah.
They were meant to do what they were to do.
Yep.
And the same thing with those guys, that we run into. It's not for them to receive, because they're not going to get it. The Lord didn't open the
pineal gland.
Yeah, to understand this. So it's a blessing for us to, just to be out here preaching and talking about this truth. It gives you some peace of mind. You think about it, because you think about it. You around Jake all week long, whether you're at work and you're dealing with Esau all day long. You hearing all the BS that you deal with, and man, it's like it takes a yeah, you see what I'm saying? But it takes it's an upliftment to be out here with the brothers and be out here preaching and teaching, because we got something in common. Because everybody else you're encountering, they don't have nothing in common,
They talking about fucking another man's woman.
Yeah, they want your woman. They want another Jake's woman, They don't want a woman that's that's single and off to herself.
One nigga, that was the supervisor. He was saying, how he was best friends with an Issachar, and he was like, he died, and I started fucking his mama ever since. That's with the fucking wickedness of Jake.
Yeah.
And
wow.
he was bragging about it. And that's the shit I had to deal with for fucking damn near a year. At that job. Working with a bunch of niggas and overnight. Your friend mama died and you fucking his damn mom. You sleeping with his mother. And he said he was best friends with the Jake ever since he was a kid.
Wow.
So that means his mom was looking at him in a sexual way when he was probably in elementary or middle school.
Yeah.
Which shows you the pervertedness and the profane way of these damn women, You hear that all the time about these damn teachers having sex with their middle school students.
Yeah.
They 13 and 12 and you having sex with whatever,
She's in her 20s or something, yeah.
Nah, not even the 20s. She in her fucking 30s and 40s.
Yeah, some of them be in 30s and 40s too.
And they be married. So how you think that man gonna commit suicide? His wife messing with a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Jake, that's the wickedness, being around a bunch of niggas all damn day.
Yeah. That's why I say it's so good to get out and like the scriptures say, is how happy it is for, and I might be butchering, how it is for brethren to be together, because like I say, all we got is this truth. You know, all we got is each other in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Of course we got Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shiloh, willing, but you know, this is what we got, man. Because your family, they're not gonna cling to this truth. You know, these people that you go to work with and deal with on a day-to-day basis, you know, they're not gonna take to this. So, you know, all the more so important for brethren to dwell together.
Yeah, man. That's how it is. Chasing wicked ass people. Though.
Mm-hmm.
This is Lamentations 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. So it's better to be killed by the sword than to be killed by hunger. You know, by starving out.
Yeah, because
the body basically eating itself.
Yeah, it basically shuts down too.
You know,
yeah.
The ribs and stuff showing. You know, that's what happens when you go through famine. You know, your body starts to get super skinny and it starts eating itself. Alright? And the Lord is going to kill people by famine too. You know? You got to be a wicked soul on this earth to for the Lord to take you out that way. You know? Wicked. All right. Second Ezra 6 and 24. And at that time shall friends fight one another like enemies.
Yeah.
Yo.
I can see that. I can see that.
Man. Friends shall fight one another like enemies. And in the times that we're coming to, known as Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30 and 7. You know, friends are going to be fighting each other as enemies, you know, for what? Food. You know, certain friends got secret what's it called?
Vendettas.
Yeah, vendettas against each other that they did years ago, and it's all going to come out. You know, which is a prime example of why you need to separate from the niggas of this world. Your so-called friends and your family, your cousins, your aunts. You know, brothers might have aunts that hate your ass for whatever reason.
Yeah,
you know?
whatever reason.
Fucking envious or jealousy, whatever. You know, cousins. You know. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs and the fountains shall stand still. So the water, you know, in these damn parks, you know, it's not going to be up and running. You know, these parks, this park here is going to be the grass. Don't be surprised if you see the grass as tall as the damn tree.
Taller than us. I mean, you know,
in that time, it ain't gonna be nobody fucking taking care of the grass.
Yeah, no.
Cutting the yard, because the city pay people to do that. You know, sometimes the grass be tall when they haven't cut it from the when it rains afterwards. You know, the water is not gonna be flowing. It's gonna be fucking dirty.
Stagnant.
Yeah. Stinking. You know how water smells when it stinks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know. Hey, that's what times we're gonna be coming to. You're gonna be seeing grass growing through the concrete, grass going through the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
All right, like they show you in that movie, The Last of Us. You know, nature is going to be trying to come back to its original state, and that's another beautiful thing that's going to happen. The Lord's going to bring everything back into its original state. You know, in Jacob's trouble, that woman, they're going to realize that they really not shit, and they need a man for protection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they are going to come cleaving into a man, which that's going to cause Isaiah 4:1.
Yeah.
And a man is originally supposed to have more than one woman.
Yeah.
A man supposed to be doing the picking and choosing.
Yeah.
You know, and the majority of these women are going to be rejected. So these women, they're going to be back in their righteous estate, being under the man. The nature is going to take back its course. The grass is going to be growing through these damn concretes. You know? Alright? So this place is going to be looking crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, if Jacob's trouble, we'll probably come past this park. Who knows? And we'll see the damn grass as tall as the trees.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, remember when I said?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll come back. You know. But you know, this is the thing about it. Isaiah 32:2. If I can read it, that in that time, Isaiah 32:2, and a man shall be as a hiding place.
I wanted you to bring
from
down
the wind.
last week too.
Oh, well.
Go ahead.
I start over. Isaiah 32:2. And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water, and a dry place as the shadow of great rock in a weary land.
A man is going to be a hiding place from the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because when all hell break loose, these women are going to be prey. They're going to be getting ravished.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, those GEDs and diplomas and degrees, that ain't gonna help.
Yeah, your ass that you like to show so much is gonna be put to good use. You know? And then your ass gonna get taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
This is, Isaiah 13:16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. And you get Zechariah 14:2.
Okay.
Their wives ravished. These damn women are gonna be getting raped, you know. And there's gonna be prisoners that get loose, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
They're gonna be breaking out. These troopers, martial law troopers, are gonna be out. America is not gonna be a society where you can just call the police. You can't call Esau to help you. Esau gonna divorce your ass.
Yeah, so you can imagine you got, with that happening,
prisoners that haven't got any type of box in like
sodomites,
20 years.
Yeah, sodomites, serial rapists, you know.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Y'all like to talk about Jeffrey Dahmer. It's hundreds of them in the prisons. It's Jeffrey Dahmer's out we don't even know about.
Yeah.
That's worse than Jeffrey Dahmer. That's doing what he was doing right now as we speak. As we speak, there's a Jeffrey Dahmer doing exactly what he was doing right now as we speak about it. You know, they gonna be out. You know, and you women ain't gonna have no protection. The only men that's gonna be protection is the men of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know,
So
your Pookies and Red Rays, they gonna be getting raped, sodomized by Jeffrey Dahmer. You know, they ain't gonna have their gun for protection.
And you think about some of them women that, you know, you might have tried to talk to. They didn't want to give you the time of the day. Them will be main one be trying to come to you. They see you live in a certain way. They see you, you know, because they gonna know through the spirit that you moving, you know, brother moving a man of the Lord is moving a certain way, and they gonna see it, and they gonna be like, you know, Todd, you know, I used to like you, but you know, like, but I tried to holler at you, and you didn't want to holler at me back in the day. So
you saw what happened with Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
That yellow woman who was interviewing him, and she was like, she was like, hey, or something like that, and then he was like, oh yeah, she was like, remember me? We go way back. And he was like, yeah, the corny guy, remember? I remember you. And he was like, yeah, you called me corny. And then she tried to backtrack. She was like, no, I didn't say that. He's like, yeah, I remember. And then he started talking about his compliments, his accomplishments and all that. And then he was like, yeah, basically. And then when the interview was over, she was like, well, you're not corny anymore. And then he had walked off. But yeah, she tried to backtrack. She was like, yeah, we used to go way back in high school and all that. And then he was like, yeah, I remember. I was the corny guy, remember? Because that bitch had called him corny. Yeah, so like, that's going to happen. Hey, that's going to happen now.
Yeah, that's going to happen. You don't think hey, man.
Yeah, I was the lame, the square, remember?
Yeah, and that's exactly how they going to look at it, man. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Those, you know.
When I wanted you wanted NBA YoungBoy and King Von.
Yeah, exactly.
The niggas selling dope and murdering each other and shit.
Yeah, King Von dead, so he can't do nothing for you. So.
Oh, you know who King Von is?
Yeah, I've heard about him. He's the rapper in Dallas that got killed, right?
Nah, that's Mo 3.
Mo 3, okay. King Von, yeah, but I heard of him.
He the nigga with the long ass dreads, and niggas like to glorify him because he was basically a damn murderer. He had about like 15 plus bodies.
Oh, okay.
And he made drill songs rapping about it. And yeah, he got his ass shot with one night beefing with another rapper. He got out. He used to be friends with. He started punching him, and then one of his friends got out of the car and shot his ass in the stomach.
Wow.
And yeah, he ended up dying. And
by the sword, he died by the sword.
Yep. His autopsy got leaked. His fucking Esau got a hold of his ass. His whole kidneys, all that shit was gone. All you saw was a big ass, like they literally ripped him over, took all his organs. And sewed his ass back up any type of way. He was looking crazy. And that's his judgment. That's what happened to his ass.
Yeah, that's a judgment right there for sure.
And more of these wicked ass Pookie and Ray Ray niggas finna get killed too.
Oh yeah. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time.
Rappers get killed. How much more the niggas that's, you know, local drug dealers?
Yeah, not too long ago, what was it? 3 rappers got killed at one time?
Yeah.
Up there, was it in Detroit?
And you was right, that rapper Mo 3, he the one who got shot in Dallas in his head.
Yeah.
And guess what? A woman set him up. He popped the woman that night, and then she told his location where he was, and he got his ass chased on the freeway. He got out the car on the highway. They shot him in his damn head.
Wow.
But she got a big head too, cause he real short. And he got a big ass head like this, and they shot him.
Wow.
You know. Whoa.
Wow.
But you know, what scriptures that you have?
Was it? Is it Zechariah 14:2?
Did you read it yet?
No, I haven't read it.
Oh, good.
Zechariah 14:2. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled.
So these houses are gonna be ran through. You see all these damn houses. You see houses in the suburbs. You know they're gonna be ran through. People are gonna be fucking breaking in your house looking for food. You know, like the brother Ibar said in our camp, the leader, he said. Jake glorifying they big ass TV, their house, in their living room. They don't think into consideration. One day they're gonna have to be going toe and toe in their own living room, and it's gonna be either you or that person. You know, you probably gotta choke somebody out and kill their ass. You know, and he was like, "Are you ready for that?" No, this is the time we're coming into. He was like, "Are you preparing yourself for that? You might have to go toe and toe with a nigga in your own house, in your own living room." You know, that big ass TV gonna get smashed. Yeah. Y'all gonna be in that whole fighting. You might have to choke the nigga out and kill him. You know, and he said, in Jacob's trouble, you're gonna have to be able to put somebody to death and with one hand and hold a baby in another. Then you're gonna have to be capable of both. You know, like you might have to put somebody to death, and then you still got the loving, caring side to hold a baby in the next hand. You know,
that balance.
Yeah, the balance going into it. Yeah, that's something that's gonna happen. I talked to another brother. You know, he's like, you ever thought about just killing somebody? Not in a wicked way, but went to church.
Wow.
He was like, do you ever sit and think about killing somebody? But no, he's not talking about like being a damn murderer.
Yeah.
Just like in righteousness, like putting somebody to death if you have to, like, because in Jacob's trouble, you know, people are gonna be after us, and we might have to actually put somebody to death.
Okay.
You know, the brother Bakar Ahmad, I believe he in Men of Valor, he said, you know, if we come in that time and we have to do it, it's gonna be justified, because you ain't gonna let somebody just come and beat the shit out of you with a rock. With them big ass bricks over there, just grab a brick and just start bashing your head in. Yeah. You know, you don't have to defend yourself.
You're gonna defend yourself. I mean, that's nature though. I mean, that's sacred. I mean, you know, yeah, that's second nature to do that. I mean, you got somebody coming after you with a brick, you're gonna be trying to think real quick. Well, what can I do?
You gotta fight.
Yeah, you know. What you know, you thinking about strategy, really, you know.
Yeah, and I saw I forgot the brother's name, but it's a lot of GMS camps, but one of the camps was like, you might be in that day, you might have to go toe to toe with a person, and Jake pull out a knife for you, or you gonna fight, or you gonna bitch up and, you know, be scared and all that. You know, you might have to actually do that in these times. You know, this is not we're not just saying this is finna actually happen really soon. This is what we're coming into. Like, you brothers might have to actually put somebody to death. You know, the Lord might have to actually put the spirit on you to put a wicked ass Jake to death, or Edomite, or whoever. But it was spiritual, because he had actually asked me that, like, do you ever just think about killing somebody? And I say, yeah, I ain't know how I do. I think about it all the time. You know, so every day, matter of fact. You know, especially being this vexed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, being in this world and being vexed by the stuff that you see. Yeah, you do wish you could do that.
Now, I had another brother say the same thing. He be thinking the same thing. So I know I'm not the only one. You know, this is the time we're coming into. You know, we're gonna be in a survival state of world, like that movie Bushwick, The Book of Eli, The Purge. So you telling me we in the Purge, literally? I know you people watching, y'all watch The Purge in the movie theaters, and y'all like, what if this shit actually happened? Well, it actually is gonna happen. It's Jeremiah 30:7. It's scriptural, you know, and that's where these devils get these movie ideas. They get it from the Bible. You know, it's not a fairy tale book. They get Godzilla. That's the Leviathan in the Bible. Job, you know. What's the other movie? Shit, I forgot, but you know, The Purge, which the most recent one is the Forever Purge. And what was that about? Jacob versus Esau. Esau trying to purge Jake. They was calling us foreigners in the movie. How we need to be exterminated. And that movie was basically about Issachar, Judah, and Gad, and they all came together at the end and, you know, defeated Esau. But so you telling me you're in the purge, and you got somebody trying to kill you with a fucking knife, or trying to bash your head in with a brick? You ain't gonna defend yourself? You just gonna stand there and look at them?
No, you're gonna defend yourself. That's just. I mean, that's just automatic. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, second nature. I mean, even if you can't fight, you know, because you got some brothers, they may be good with the martial arts or what have you, or they boxed or what have you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but even a person that probably doesn't know none of those things, they gonna try to do whatever they can to defend themselves. And Lord willing, the Lord is with you, you know, when that happens. You may, and who knows, you know, like, you know, you could get all the more reason that we gonna need that spiritual power.
Because Esau got technology that's having them fly in the sky. And they got fucking robotic fucking dogs. And who knows how fast them things run? It's a damn robot. It ain't even real. Yeah. You know, they probably won 120 miles per hour. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Fucking robot dogs and all that.
Yeah.
You know? We're gonna have to be the Lord's gonna lift up a standard against his men.
He's gonna, you know. That's why I say, man, you know, you pray for that spiritual power. You know, that's why I was telling my cousin the other, you know, a while back. I was like, man, you know, either get your gun, you know. I'm like, well, I'd rather have that.
You gonna throw that bit? Hey, remember when you were saying, Esau got his fucking troopers and you got a damn gun? What you gonna do?
Yeah. Oh, hey, I tell you what, I got one for you. Have you ever seen Harlem Nights?
Yeah.
You remember that part where the old boy talking about, "Ha!" You brothers, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all seen that. Hey, you know what? I think you can pull it up on YouTube. It's one of the funniest
I'm gonna do a video on that.
skits on there, man.
I'm gonna do a video
Dude, I mean, all the guys come out there, you know, and he got that. Pow. I thought about my cousin when I saw that, man. I thought about my cousin with that shit, man. I said, man.
The other two in the middle and on
yeah, they had some real guns. You know, they was really doing it, man.
And these guys talking about pow.
Arsenio Hall had me rolling, man. That's one of the funniest skits I ever seen in the movie, man. But yeah.
He said, what did the dude say in the middle? What the fuck you doing? Oh shoot! Hey,
that's what made me think about it right there.
And Eddie Murphy. Oh, he was that scared me.
Shit, I didn't even know he was coming. Okay.
You better get that dog when you get hit by a car. And whose dog is that? He got a little collar too.
Belong to somebody. I guess he got enough sense not to go in the street.
Yeah, but yeah, Eddie Murphy in this situation, he represented Esau. Esau, he had cover. And they shot about 2,000 bullets. It didn't kill nobody. And then Eddie Murphy, he got a pow, pow, pow.
Shot all over.
Looked up, he ducked down, waited, looked up, all they ass dead. You know, and that's representing Jake. Jake can't shoot for shit because that's not our blessing.
That's a perfect example.
They hold shit like this.
Yeah.
Not killing the target. They're not hitting the target. They're hitting everybody but the target. And you know, Esau representing Eddie Murphy in that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
He hit him.
Exactly.
Hit all three of them. Little ass gun, right?
Yeah. Pow! You make me go look that up tonight.
Yeah, I watched that not too long ago, about a month ago.
I just want to see just that one little scene right there, but that was man, it's too good.
My granddad loved that movie. Yeah, you know, what you gonna do, Jay? You pull out a gun like this, Esau got fucking robot dogs, robots, drones, fucking a big ass army. They got these damn military equipment. They got technology in it now. So like they could be in a house and they be in another room. They could see what's in the next room just by looking at the wall. They don't gotta go in. Or they got stuff to make them invisible. And you got a Glock 40 or a damn whatever these niggas glorifying their guns, whatever. Whatever they have, one of those. No, it's only gonna take you so far, and they ain't gonna be doing shit with it anyway. But killing other Jakes, they ain't gonna target the niggas that's really trying to kill them, which is Esau. They just gonna be killing other, Israelites. Pookie and Raven.
Oh yeah.
Will you finish up Zechariah?
14:2. Okay. Too fun. I'll start again. Zechariah 14:2. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and cities shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and women ravished.
There you go.
And half of the city shall go forth into captivity.
Esau's gonna be rounding people up, throwing their ass in FEMA camps. He might get some of the elect. I was watching the video, and and it's a balance. Some of us are gonna get captured. We're gonna have to die for the Lord.
Yeah. And the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city.
God, and that's the scripture again. Women shall be ravished. You know, these women walking around like Sierra. You see Sierra, Russell Wilson? She had that fucking see-through dress on.
Oh, for real? Okay.
This was covered, this was covered, and this was covered. The rest was all out. So her ass cheeks, her stomach, the inner part of her breasts, you know, her thighs. She was basically naked. And her husband, who was the simp, Russell Westbrook, that's embarrassing, you know. You know, women glorifying that. You know, women walking around see-through leggings. All you see the crack of her ass cheeks and all that. You know, they're gonna be trying to cover themselves up in that day, though.
Oh yeah.
You know, and
they fail to realize, really, that comes from slavery.
Yeah.
Because
they had us as zoos.
Yeah, they had us like that, half naked, you know.
Sarah Bartman.
So I mean,
but she got ravished so much by these Edomites, she caught all type of diseases, and eventually ended up dying.
Oh yeah, she died young.
Because no, these women, they're gonna be getting snatched up left and right and raped. And like I was going into, these damn prisoners, they're gonna be coming out. They haven't got anything in fucking 20+ years. Yeah. They've been sleeping with other men in there, sodomites. Your damn Pookie Ray Ray is gonna be getting sodomite by these damn prisoners. So you ain't gonna be able to flock to them.
Be packs of sodomites walking around.
Oh, like that movie, oh shit. I think it was called Awake. It was a scene where this Issacharite, she had a son, and you know how it is in Jake households with no father, they get raised up and they be all weak. You know, her son was all scrawny and he didn't have a beard. He had long hair. You know, you could tell he was weak. And they came across. It was in the time of like apocalyptic, whatever.
Apocalyptic.
Yeah, but he was walking with his mother, and she walking in front of him, and she came across these prisoners, and there was about 20 of them. And it was just her and him, and they about 10 feet apart, and one of the Edomites walked up, and then he walked up a little closer. He was about 10 feet apart from her, and then she was like, "What do you want?" And she had a gun pointed at him, and his gun didn't have no damn bullets. She was trying to scare him. She was like, "What do you want?" And he was like, "I want the boy. Give me the boy." And his ass they just broke out of prison. He was like, "Give me the boy." And the son is looking all scared and shit.
Of course.
And then I believe he figured out she didn't have no bullets, and then they started running, and then they ended up escaping. I think this Judite helped them out. That's what happened. One of the Judites, that was I think he was a prisoner too.
Okay.
So whatever, it don't matter, but he ended up helping them out. But the whole point is, you know, these men are gonna be getting sodomite too. It ain't just gonna be these men gonna get raped too. It ain't just the woman.
No, it ain't gonna be just the woman.
No, that's the judgment of the Lord.
I mean,
I want the boy. Give me the boy.
And you think about that scripture. What was that scripture? Was it? What was that? I think it was Lot. Was it Lot? Where those sodomites came to his door and they want the angel.
Yeah, they want to rape the angels.
And he said, "I got 2 daughters. Don't you want the daughters? You know, I can give you my daughters." And they were like, "Nah, we want that man in there. That man you got in there with you." I was like, and I was tripping when I read that. I was like, you know, because it was my first time ever reading it. I was like, wow. It's like, that made me. I mean, that's the scripture that made me think of when you brought that up. It's that simple. You know, and it's like Elder Apostle Ricard said, it's a mercy death for them. They need this because this is the only way they're gonna be able to come back and be within righteousness. Because they too far gone, man. You know, they don't even see their wicked ways. You know, and then maybe some of them do, but they don't give a damn because they just, you know, keep on doing what they doing.
Yeah, but those 2 men, though, they want to have sex with the angels, you know?
Yeah.
So wicked. God. These damn women, the Pookie and Ray Ray's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
There 1,000 men army of simps that's in the Instagram comments.
Mhm.
They're gonna be
they're gonna be put to death because, like I say, it was the scripture say that judgment begins with Israel. So you think about all those
really
2/3.
Really within the house of the Lord, the brothers who know they Israelites. That's what it's talking about. Judgment shall begin. Start in my sanctuary first. It's gonna start in its truth first, and then it's gonna make its way to the
2/3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn. Made me think a little harder. No?
I appreciate you telling me that because I didn't appreciate you telling me that. I thought he was looking for a tree.
Fucking dog, man.
I thought he was looking for a tree. Jay gonna be looking for a tree too, but I don't think he gonna find one.
Like we was talking about last week. Then we trying to go somewhere to take a shit.
Yeah.
They don't have nowhere to go. They probably gonna have to take a shit in a big ass open field like this.
Yeah. People walking by see you doing your business.
Woo, that's what times we coming into, bro.
Yeah, man. Be nothing to see, someone probably just butt ass naked. Like what the, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be like, what the, and they gonna walk around like it ain't nothing, and you gonna be looking like, what the? But you gonna keep on going,
Yeah, that's gonna be the new norm. Seeing dead bodies, head busted open, leaking. People taking the shit and peeing outside. Smelling funk of people. That's gonna be the new norm. It ain't
gonna be nothing to see a person do their business and they gonna look at you like, what you looking at me for? Shit, I'm handling my business. You gonna be like, but you gonna keep on moving because you got a purpose. But yeah, that's where you gonna see a lot of
women
things.
Getting ravished and shit.
Yeah.
You hearing screaming and
we might be over here. Just say for instance, we over here, and some woman over there getting ravished, and we can't do that. No, not because it ain't got nothing to do with us.
Unless it's the spirit of us.
Unless the spirit of the Lord put it upon us. Now that's a different story. Then the Lord will put the spirit on us to help. But it's somebody wicked.
Yeah.
Just say for instance somebody that you knew, that you went to school with, or I went to school with, or, whoever you've known over the years, and they probably was riding with you before. That's their judgment.
Yeah, like now, you'll be talking and you'll hear someone screaming and hollering, and you'll be concerned. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Now that we'll be in that time, and you hear a bitch screaming and hollering in the background, we're gonna be like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the new norm. Nobody's gonna care. Women getting ravished, that's gonna be the new norm. That's the brother just read Zechariah 14:2, and as I read in Isaiah 13, and I always forget the exact verse.
Was that Isaiah 13?
I know what it is. Isaiah 13:16.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you brought it up earlier.
No, these women getting ravished. Nobody's gonna care. All right. Nobody is gonna care unless they're meant to get delivered.
Yeah, that's the only way that's gonna play out.
Yeah, you see somebody you shitting in a big open field.
Yeah, that's what's gonna. Yeah, you gonna see it, and you was like, probably shitting, but you gonna keep on going. You ain't gonna be like, now if we see it, we gonna be like, it's like, cause I gotta give you an example. One day, I was at work, and this old Edomite man, in the middle of a lunch run, she's out there, and she has no shirt on, no bra or nothing. She just walking around, and we was like, what the, you know what I'm saying? It's in that mindset, everybody at the job is like that, and then the women, I guess they got jealous. They called the laws, on them. The laws came out there. They talked to her. They didn't take her to jail or nothing.
Of course they did.
They just talk to her and
let a man walk around with his rod hanging out.
yeah.
And see where he gonna go. That shows you that these women have, you know, this is their queendom. They can do whatever they want.
Well, so okay. And they in the mindset to feel, you know, they in that spirit to feel that way.
Ain't nothing happened. She just walking around, titties hanging on out.
Yeah,
no
man. I mean, I tripped out. You know, we all tripped out. We were laughing, you know. Of course, you know, we thought, well, maybe she's off. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know. And my boss lady and her daughter-in-law, they went on call 911 on them, you know.
That's the double standards. The double standards.
That's crazy, man. I was like, what the?
They call the laws on them.
Call the laws on them.
They probably didn't do nothing.
No, they just talk to her. They, you know, they went across the street over there because, you know,
titties still hanging out. They talking to her.
Well, I think she sat down or what have you because, you know, where that dollar store is across the street, where there used to be a dollar store across the street. And then from behind, I don't know if you know that, but they got a tent city behind that place across the street from the dollar store. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a tent city back there.
Tent city?
Tent city.
Tent?
Tent city. You know, it's just a place where they got a lot of tents. Tents. You know, tents you sleep in.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, homeless people.
I thought you were saying tent city.
No, tent.
Like,
T-E-N-T. Oh, man. No. Tent city. Let's get that right. Tent city, like T-E-N-T. And I don't know if she was from Tent City. You know, that's what they call it. You know, a place where they're homeless and a lot of people stay in tents. They call it Tent City. So, yeah. No, but behind that building across the street from my job, there's a tent city over there in that creek. And
it showed you the folly of this place.
Yeah.
You said, I thought you said tent city, but and when you go to California, they got a nude beach.
Oh yeah.
Folly is set in great dignity.
They got one somewhere in Texas too, I believe.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, probably Houston or something.
Most likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got one.
Oh yeah. Read the Isaiah 32 and 2 again.
Isaiah 32 and 2. Okay,
Yeah,
32. 32 and 2. I got that marked in. Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of great rock in a weary land.
Rivers of water in a dry place.
Yeah, Lord willing, we the men, man.
You know, imagine you in the desert. You haven't drunk nothing. You know how hot the desert is? You in Arizona.
Yeah.
It's 105.
Yeah.
You thirsty. You come across a river of water, you're going to be happy. That's how it's going to be to find a man of the Lord.
Yeah. I mean, I think sometimes in Arizona it gets as high as 114. So it's like, man, we sitting up here talking, and I think their heat is dry.
Yeah, just like Texas. And I don't care what nobody say. Down there in Florida, they say they heat is worse because theirs is humid. I'm like, heck no, dry heat is worse, man. You don't know. Come to Texas and it's 105. And you will see. You go outside to take out the trash, you come back in the house after 5 minutes, drenched in sweat.
You gotta go in there and take you another shower.
You can see everything. You see, you know, your nipples, your belly button.
Yeah, you just almost...
After 5 minutes, like, bro, I be telling them, y'all need to come down here and see what this heat is like. I'll take humid all day, you know. But no, the lake men is gonna be like finding a spring or fountain a spring of waters and we dry up in the desert. You know? God, and Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge. You get that?
Yeah. Isaiah 33:6. Okay.
Right now, we're the squares, you know, the lames, and weirdos wearing capes in the hot sun and in the freezing cold. But soon, you know, we're gonna be in protection.
Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
That's plain speech. Wisdom and knowledge of these Bibles, knowing the times, not in your fucking schools, college systems, you know. Or your degree that you take great pride in, your bachelor's, your master's degree, that's gonna be toilet paper. You're gonna be,
it's irrelevant.
You're gonna be wiping your ass with that. Yeah, that's funny. They spent all them damn years in college just
to get this little piece of paper.
Just to wipe their ass.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it's gonna happen to. That's what it's gonna come down to. And probably be fortunate if they got that piece of paper to wipe their butt with.
Oh shoot, bro.
Cause you know Jake gonna run all through the toilet paper. Won't be no toilet paper.
You saw what happened in 2020.
Jake say, shit, don't take my toilet paper away.
Jake thought they was gonna be in their house for 3 years.
Yeah. Or the rest of their life or something, I don't know.
Took all the TV dinners, the toilet paper, the water. They took everything.
Yeah, man.
Left the
like
stove
I say,
empty.
they put it, I think it was in Dallas. It was up in Dallas and they had did that. They gave a limit. You could only get two packs of water, 2 cases of water, 24 packs.
Yo, that shit funny.
So, yeah.
That's nasty. Alright. God, and no, that's gonna happen again. When Esau fully gets ready to do it for real, Jake and Esau, they're gonna be buying all the stuff, and you're gonna see these people with their baskets this high, and them people are gonna be targets. They ass gonna get followed home, and they're gonna be targets. And their house is gonna get spoiled.
Yeah.
Or you may have it to where they fill their house up and they end up dying, getting put to death, and the Lord send an elect to come with the benefits.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I said, I got a guy I grew up with, man. He got so much water in his garage right now. It looks like, wow, man.
How much water you got?
He got so much water, man. The stacks of piles of 24 cases of water. I wish I had enough sense to take pictures of it, but I wasn't.
It fill up the whole wall?
Down there. It's in the garage. It's stacked up pretty high, man. On one side of his garage, he got a lot of water. I'm like, dang. He's got something that purifies water. He's got a lot of stuff
that gonna get spoiled.
Well, I tell you what, he's a big listener of IUIC, so that ought to tell you enough right there.
Jacob's trouble, you know where to go.
Yeah, exactly. we'll know where to go. We gonna be together, Lord willing. So we know where to go.
I'm like, what that dude?
Because we talked about that. We talked about that. And you had said that. He said, man, he might be saving it up for the elect and don't even know it. We so talked about that. We talked about that off camera one day. So
probably our water.
Yeah.
Hey, tell him to keep doing it.
Hey, I ain't got to, because he gonna do it anyway. I mean, I'm serious, because he's serious about it, man. I mean, he really stacks up stuff. He listens to a lot of the those guys that prep and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I mean, which, like I said, I imagine you could take some things and use it, I guess, but to get fully engulfed in that kind of mindset, it's like you depended more on you're putting your trust in all this that you have. What if they take your ass up out of your house? What if it's a position where you don't go home? Jacob's trouble hits, you might not make it home. So where all your food, all that food, you got all that water. And they take you to a detention center. You know, I mean, but Jake don't look at it like that. He looks at it like, I got my gun, I got my water, I got my what's that? They got that. I know military do this a lot. Where they got that heat and serve food where you boil it and you know you can eat it out the package, ready to eat. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't got some of that. You know?
You said say that again?
There's old packages that you can put in water and heat it up through water, and you can eat your food out of. You know, eat your food. I can't think. You might have something like spaghetti where it's already pre-made, but all you got to do is boil it. And you know, military has a lot of that kind of stuff. You just boil it and, you know, open the package up and you eat it right on out of that package. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't got that. I know he could tell me he had something where he could purify water. So I mean, ain't no telling what else he got, man. But it's like, wow, you know. And you gotta think about it, man. The Lord knows our situation, you know, and ain't no brother gonna be able to do all that, man. No way, you know. Because, you know, some brothers are not in that position to be able to buy up all that kind of water. And why would you do it anyway? And like I say, it's not guaranteed that you're going to be able to use that stuff.
You probably won't even build your house. You probably won't make it to your house.
That's what I said. What if Jacob's trouble hits and you don't make it home?
Exactly.
They detain you, take you off to a detention center.
You save all that up for someone else. Shit,
Exactly.
You better hope it's for the elect. You
Yeah.
put it to good use,
Yeah.
not a fucking Edomite cracker.
Yeah, I was like, man.
Like, God dang.
Yeah, man. I was like, man, you know. Man, like I said, I had to think about it. I was like, you know, not everybody in this position to be able to buy up all this water and go to the dollar store and buy all these different canned goods and stack up on all that stuff, man. So, you know, the Lord's got something special for his people, you know, for the elect. You know, Lord will be a part of that, you know. So I'd much rather rely upon that than to be relying on stocking up on a whole bunch of water and food, you know, that's subject to rot, you know. Because you don't know what the Lord has in store for us, you know.
I did a video on this fucking Edomite who was my supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying how he plots in his mind every day on how he could, in that time, if it's ever an apocalypse or whatever, basically Jacob's trouble, he be plotting on how he could take over each person's house and steal all their food.
Yeah.
You know, he said he has a lot of guns in his house, and his only threat would be his neighbors that are across the street from him, because he said they got a lot of guns. And then he was saying how he will invite the father into his house, like on some friendly stuff, and then how he'll tell him to do something and he'll turn on him and kill him, and then kill his son, which he said it would be no problem because he's a little child, and he said he'll kill the damn wife. So that's already in the minds of these Edomites.
Mm-hmm. Because that's in their spirit.
You know what I didn't catch? We was at work one day and we was talking about Jeffrey Dahmer and Bill Gatesy, and he was what I think I asked. One of the wicked ass Jakes. He was like, "Which one you think worse, Bill Gatesy or Jeffrey Dahmer?" And he was like, automatically Bill Gatesy, because he was targeting kids. You know, anybody who killed kids, that's wrong. Like something wrong with them. But you know, I didn't catch it then, and I'm like, Then you say you would kill your fucking neighbor's kid, and he said he ain't nothing but a little boy. And Bill Gates, he was fucking killing high schoolers, which they not really kids. They're young males in their teenage. But no, that shows you the how the devil is, you know. Fucking go forth speaking lies.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. From the womb.
I had thought about it. I called it stupid ass. I'm like, did this nigga just say he would kill his next door, his neighbors across the street, their young child?
Their young child.
But now he said anybody who kill kids, that's wrong. No, I didn't catch it then.
Yeah, you see the hypocrisy in that.
Yeah, hypocrite. Yeah, hypocrite. These devils are fucking hypocrites.
Yeah,
I did a video on his ass too. You know, wicked ass Edomite. And I got his ass claimed for some. Boy, you better hope I'm not the elect. Cause I had a lot of problems with that dude too.
Yeah, so you know.
You better hope I'm not the elect. I've been thinking about his ass every day.
Pray to put curses on him.
Every day. Yeah. This is Second Ezra. Second Ezra 6:24 again. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs and the fountains shall stand still in 3 hours, and in 3 hours they shall not run. All right. So, you know, and water, you know, in these rivers and lakes, when they not moving, that shit stink.
Yeah.
You know, you got all them creatures and fishes in there. You know, when water is not moving, it's not purifying itself.
No.
You know, that's why the oceans stay clean, because it's constantly moving and stuff. When it does that, it's purifying itself. When the water sits still like a pond, I know you ever smell a pond, it smells horrible. You know, water that's not clean stink, and they have mosquitoes and stuff. That creates diseases. You know? You know, mosquitoes love water, so and who knows? We might be in the winter, we might be in the summer. You know, for God forbid, it's the winter.
Yeah, we pray for that. Pray that our deliverance is not in the wintertime.
You know, like the scripture says, pray that your fight be not in the winter. But like, if it's in the summer, you know, these people get bitten up. And just imagine, and flies. So imagine you in a.
Yeah, you got gnats, flies, mosquitoes.
You see Jake in a big open field taking a shit. He gonna have flies flying all around his butt, mosquitoes biting him on his head and on his elbows. You know, flies love shit and all that, moths, all that. Jake gonna be in the back estate, and after he do that, he gotta find something to wipe his ass. So he gonna be walking. Jake gonna be a mess with flies attached to it. Like, you know, like animals in the damn safari desert, you know? And that's how it's gonna be. And just how much more these women. You know, they're not gonna have their hygiene products.
No.
And women have a stronger body odor than men because, like I was going into, their body's internal. So the body of their women don't know how to bathe, so they got all these, they eat the wrong stuff, so they got all the smell of this seafood, bottom creatures, and they wear these tight ass shorts, they don't bathe right, they got all these semen demons from 150 plus men to 1,000 and 2,000. So they already got that smell now. How much more in Jacob's trouble when they don't have their tampons, their pads, their makeup, their eyelashes, their little fruity spray they be spraying on, the cheap ass cologne, perfume. They don't have that. You know, they're gonna be a mess. And these flies they're gonna be having flies flying all around.
Oh yeah, you remember Charlie Brown? He's back in the day. What was his name? Pigpen.
Yeah.
The guy you saw had the flies all around.
Yeah, he already had the fly.
That's gonna be Jake right there, man.
That's gonna be Eve.
Yeah, Eve too.
Eve. Everywhere they go, they gonna have flies flying
Especially
around.
with them, cause they, like you say, they got a, they quicker to smell.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Isaiah 41 coming. We're gonna have them women coming after us. We're gonna have decent women. We're gonna have good looking women. Fat women, out of shape. All type of women. And most of them gonna get rejected.
Yeah.
Then we.
You're gonna have all kinds of shapes and sizes trying to come to the man of the Lord. Lord willing, we're a part of that.
Gonna have big Lizzo chasing you.
Oh yeah.
Her big powerful ass, big Lizzo.
Well, I tell you what, she better not be in that spirit in that time when she going looking for a brother, cause there ain't nobody gonna choose her ass doing that.
She already big. These big women gonna have it bad too, cause they can't run.
No.
They out of shape. Jacob's trouble. They say it's somebody trying to chase them.
They ain't gonna be able to run, man. Then you look at a lot of times their diet. Nah, they ain't gonna make it, man.
They gonna go crazy for some food. So that's what times we are coming into. We're gonna have to smell these wicked ass niggas. We're gonna have to smell the water.
Wicked ass women.
Wicked ass women. The women gonna smell worse. Everybody. Damn water. Diseases, pestilence going around.
Yeah.
So when brothers talk about this, we're not just talking about it. We're going to actually live it and experience it for however long the Lord has it. 2 hours in, 2 hours, 6 minutes in. Reading up, this is 2 Ezra 6 and 23. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Yeah.
And that's what we was talking about, famine. There ain't gonna be no food. You go to the store now, you see I can't even say that now because the stores now don't look like how they looked back in 2016. It still look kind of empty now.
Yeah, you're right. Certain products.
Certain spots haven't came back since 2020 for whatever reason happened. Like you go to Subway, you try to get, like I used to always get cheddar cheese, the thick slices. They don't even have that no more. They have it with the fucking American shredded.
Oh, for real?
They have cheddar with shredded, the shredded cheddar. They haven't been back since COVID or whatever. Shit, I hope they don't take it. It's like it.
Yeah, I got you.
No.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I hope they don't do it. Lord willing, this video stay up, but they haven't did it since you know what. Alright, so the storehouse is already looking empty, and then you got the farmers burning down crops purposely.
Yeah, getting paid to do it.
Yeah, getting paid money by the government. You got these storehouses, the eggs. It's an egg shortage.
Yeah. Yeah. Which one of those stores that's gonna stop selling eggs because they say they're too expensive? One of those stores, I don't know if it was the Dollar General, the Family Dollar, or I don't remember which store it was, but they said that they were gonna stop selling eggs because they're so high that they can't afford to get them. So.
Man, I love eggs. Eggs got protein.
Yeah. It's like eating a vitamin. It's like taking a vitamin.
Me too. That's
one
my
day
favorite
we go
way.
out to eat. We go do that one day.
I like mine sunny side up.
I like mine too. I love it that way, man.
Found somebody like me.
Yeah.
I got laughed at by the other brothers in Tampa.
For real?
Yeah. They like that scramble. I like mine scrambled too, but
I'm versatile.
Me too.
But my preference over easy.
I like that's my favorite, but I like to mix it up. I eat scramble.
Mm-hmm.
Then I might be in the mood of over easy.
Yeah, well, I'm like that too.
With some hot sauce.
Ooh, okay. Hey, I might
like
try that.
Stuff,
okay, yeah, y'all try that.
Yeah, I had kind of got laughed at by the brothers.
Yeah.
They like their little what is it called? Scramble.
I put mine. You know, sometimes you can put a pico de gallo on there. The scrambled eggs. Oh wow.
You like your eggs? You like your eggs fried, scrambled? I mean, over easy. I'm like.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I remember you had the egg yolk in your bed.
Yeah, you was telling me about it that day. I was like, yeah, man, I was eating eggs earlier.
Yeah, I didn't bring it up there, but
I so heard it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the storehouses, the sown places shall appear a stone unsown, and the storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. You know, you gonna walk in an abandoned grocery store, and Jacob's trouble out, the whole store gonna be empty. Or the Lord might have it. You might walk in the grocery store and that might be sown a little bit.
Have some stuff in there you can get, kind of sustain you for a while. Some drinks, little snacks or something.
Water.
You know,
Lord might bless you with a 6-pack or something.
Yeah.
A 6-pack of beers. you never know, man.
You never know, man. Might find some good wine in there. You know, you never know. Right? You never know.
No. Yeah, they showed in Book of Eli, you know, Denzel Washington, he had the little, what's that bottle Jake be having that they put whiskey in? It's about this big.
Flask?
Yeah. He had a little flask, he had a little big whiskey, you know. He finished walking, he probably walked over 100 miles that day. You know, he finished walking, he laid back, put in some old school music and took a little sip. Boom. No, like that, that's what's going to happen, right? And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. Alright? I know, what is this? This is 2 Ezra 6. I think 2 Ezra 13, that's goodness. You can get that sedition among men.
2 Ezra is what, 13?
Wait. Go to 15 and stop at 16. I'm gonna get 2 Ezra 16 and 46. Yeah, I'm gonna get 2 Ezra 16, please.
So you want 2 Ezra? Let me make sure we're on point. 2 Ezra 13?
No, you get 2 Ezra 15 and 16.
Oh, 15.
15 verse 16.
I got you.
Alright, so this is 2 Ezra 16 and 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits. You know, that's all we're going into. People's houses is going to be a spoil. You know, a damn random ass person walking up and down the street. It's going to spoil your house. You know, strangers shall reap their fruits. Strangers are going to reap your woman. as you can see right now, it's a lovely day. You know, in Jacob's trouble, every day is going to be a day of survival. Hold that. You got your phone on you?
Okay. Yeah.
Hold that 15 to 16 and get as a man flee from a bear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And a bear meet him. You know, right now it's a lovely day, but every day in Jacob's trouble it's gonna be a fight for survival. You know, survival of the fittest. So, 2nd Ezra 16 and 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods. These people, like we was just going into, you know, this is a precept. Your goods is going to get spoiled. Like the brother said, his friend or whatever had cases of water stacked up down near to the to the ceiling in this garage. You know how big a garage is? Cases of 24 packs of waters, you know? So that man's goods is most likely going to get spoiled in that day. Alright? Overthrow their houses. People's houses is going to get overthrown. Like the damn devil, I had a testimony of saying how he plots on overtaking his neighborhood, you know? Their houses. And take their children captives, for in captivity and famine shall they get children. So, for captivity and famine shall they get children. You know, women and children are going to be spoiled. You know, children are going to be used. You're going to have men ganging up, forming gangs and stuff. You know, and you know, like they have in these end-time movies like The Last of Us, they have the fireflies and what is it called? Black Summer. They had people linking up, sticking together. You know, you're gonna have gangs of people form, and they're gonna have guns and resources and all that. You know, they're gonna be fucking grabbing people as soldiers or whatever, and the women they're gonna be getting ravished.
Yeah. Amos 5 and 19.
Yeah.
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So every day, basically.
There's some more down the verse, I think.
Okay. Verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it?
What was the verse up?
Oh, verse 19. Or verse 18.
No, up from the as a man flee from a lion, a bear man.
Let me get verse 18.
Yeah, read it with me.
Okay. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
See, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. In the Christian church, they tell you, the day of the Lord is all hugs and kisses. It's not all hugs and kisses. The Lord is finna put a lot of people to death, you know? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. A lot of people's finna be getting judged. And a lot of these churches, these pastors, they finna get theirs. They already getting found out. You know, I saw a video of a pastor, he was so-called baptized with somebody, and a damn alligator had popped up, and the person he baptized, he threw his ass, and the pastor ran off.
Oh no!
You know? And if that man had any
scripture.
sense, he would leave that damn church and not get out of the Christian church, you know? And there was another video on how somebody was getting baptized, and the pastor or whatever, they were stupid. They left the mic on the little what's it called, the custodium.
Okay.
And the mic was plugged up. The damn mic fell in the water and electrocuted them, and they died.
Oh man!
So the Lord has been judging these damn churches.
Wow!
Oh Holy shit. The Lord is not dealing with temples made with hand. The Lord is not in these churches. The Lord's prophets are out on the highways and the byways, on the hot cheap place of concourse where people are able to hear. You get the mass majority out on the highways and hedges, you know, the downtown areas, you know. We at a local park, you know, it's people here, you know, they hear us. These cars drive up and down. I'm pretty sure they know who the Israelite, what the Israelite about. They fucking see us, they honk, they see us, you know, they stare and they just keep on driving. You know, they see the signs. These people know. You know, remember them Edomites that was booing us? This man had his whole children, they about 5 or 6. He driving, he looking and laughing. He got his children booing us. But when he got down the street, he gonna say, "Go home." But when he was right there, he wasn't saying nothing. You know, and that's the you know, that's how you know these Edomites. They're cowards. You know, whatever.
Pardon the cowards.
Yeah, but the Lord has been showing you that He's not dealing with the churches. That's judgment. You know, like it say, I form the night, I create darkness out of womb, I heal. You know, the Lord put them to death.
Yeah.
You know, the fucking microphone fell in the baptized water. They stupid. They had it plugged up.
You know, it happened here in Waco.
Fucking
10, maybe about 10 years ago. Maybe it was a Edomite. He was baptizing somebody, and he was in the water, and I think something fell in there, and he got electrocuted.
The fuck Esau, by the way. Call all you how about Shimmy out shy, putting them to death.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What do you think about this?
But yeah, finish up on that, on the Amos, as a bear fleer. They tell you in Deuteronomy 32 and 39, I kill, I wound, I kill. I, the Lord, do all these things.
What is that, Amos 3 and 7?
Yeah.
3 and 6? Verse 19, as if a man did
Hold it,
flee.
I'm gonna get that real fast. Deuteronomy 32, because they say the devil did it. No, the Lord did it.
That's what church teaches.
32, Deuteronomy 32 and 39, I believe. See now that I, even I, am He. So, see now that I, even I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So, the Lord does all the killing, lift it up, all that. And you can finish.
As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
So, you know, that's always going to be in Jacob's trouble. As a man flee from a lion, imagine running from a lion. You know,
one atrocity after another.
That's what it's representing. We're not actually, because back then, an Israelite man would put a lion to death.
Yeah,
we
a
not
lion
like
was
that
actually
now.
scared of a man back in the day.
Yeah. You know? But imagine you fleeing from a lion. A lion run fast too.
No, you can't outrun a lion.
And they about 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Full of muscle, not fat. 400 pounds of muscle, not fat. You know? So, if you're not in shape, you barely escaped the lion, your ass tired. So you tired as hell, you faint. And a big ass grizzly bear come after you. And a grizzly bear run fast too.
Yeah.
And they stand up, they all up in the tree. They 10 foot tall standing up. You know? The grizzly bear will run after you, and you hardly make it this time. Then you run inside a cabin, and you catching your breath, and a serpent bite your ass. And now, a poisonous snake too. Now you finna die. You know, that's how it's gonna represent. So you damn women, you might be walking, a damn man chase your ass down, you know, he rip your clothes off, you barely escape, then you run into fucking 20 martial law troops. And then after that, you barely escaped them. Now you fucking ran in, I don't know, Jeffrey Dahmer house or something. Woo. Now you caught him. Oh shoot!
Calamitous day right there, man. Full of calamity.
And at this point,
one calamity after another.
And at this point, you fully naked, cause you didn't escape a fucking what's that man named Skeletor? You know him?
Skeletor.
That old school cartoon?
Yeah, He-Man. Okay.
Yeah, you escaped Skeletor, and then you escaped 20-man martial law troops. Now your ass tired and out of breath, and you fully naked now. Cause they just try to snatch out your clothes.
Yeah, they grabbed you, your shirt tore off, you ran off with your girl.
And now you ran to Jeffrey Dahmer house, you know?
What? Oh, wow. Damn.
Well, she was a sodomite, but imagine Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy. You ran to Ted Bundy's house now. You know, when she was a serial killer that killed prostitutes, you know, and you ran in his house now. Said now you fully ready for him, and you out of breath, so you can't escape. You know. Jake.
Wow, one calamity after another.
And that's how it's gonna be.
Second Ezra 15 and 16.
Yeah, go ahead.
Second Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princesses, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
You see a form of that now. Yeah. And every time a Jake get put to death, it's more rise upwards, you know?
Yeah, January 6th is a prime example of that sedition amongst men.
Yeah.
Wasn't in a grander scale, but
The sun's starting to set.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You know? So it's gonna be sedition among men. Nobody gonna give a damn about no police. You know, they're gonna be fighting up against the government. And you saw a little bit of that in 2020. It was set up, but them damn dirty ass Edomites stormed into the US Capitol.
Yeah. They had no regard for their elected officials at that time.
And they just standing there looking at them. Man, come on. You know? But yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that. You know? Sedition among men. That means uprising against the government.
Yeah.
You know?
It made me think about that scripture where it said something about the divided nation. Made me think about that scripture
The
about
nation
that
divided shall not stand.
Yeah, that particular day, January 6th, kind of gave you a glimpse of that. You can imagine, you know, once the Lord takes it to another level with Jacob's trouble, it's going to be on a real grander scale and way worse than what they thought January 6th was.
For real. All right, and that's the times we're slowly approaching. It's the second Ezra 16 to 38. Verse 37. Behold, the plagues are nigh and are not slack. So these plagues are coming and they're not slacking. They're not going to slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains. compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to battle, and in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So, as in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So these plagues are coming, and it's not going to slack. And we're going to be pilgrims upon the earth. Like you were saying, you might come across that dude that had all the damn water and reap those benefits.
Yeah.
You know? So that's going to show you that how we're not going to have an actual home. We're going to be moving place to place.
Move.
You know, constantly. You know? Like Denzel Washington in the Book of Eli, we're gonna be constantly on the move.
Yeah, he's always on the move.
Right? Place to place. You know? God. So, get Isaiah 4:1, and we're gonna close out. You know that scripture.
Hey, you know, you sure know the scriptures to pull out, man. That's another one of my favorites.
Isaiah 4:1.
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Yeah, so we already know a man gonna be a hiding place from the wind, a man of the Lord. And in that day, these women are gonna cleave unto the man of the Lord. And it's gonna be, they ain't gonna care about no polygamy in that day. You know, they just gonna want to be protected. Several women shall cling on to take hold of one man. And that word take hold means to cleave. No, they're gonna be grabbing us, pulling us, begging for help.
It's gonna be a man of the Lord.
No, they ain't gonna have no other choice. Esau gonna leave their ass. Pookie and Ray Ray gonna be dead, getting sodomized by prisoners. That 1,000 men, simple armies, they're gonna be put to death. You know, so they ain't gonna have no other choice. And a lot of them are gonna get rejected. Yeah. You know, they're gonna see how it feels. You know, that great pride they had, pride was before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. You know, that pride they had, all that, they're gonna regret.
Yeah, that pride and that proudness, because that's exactly what they have. You can't say one without the other, man. One thing about Eve, she's got a lot of pride, and she's got a lot of proudness about her.
So-called Negro woman.
Oh yeah.
The so-called Negro woman is the proudest out of all 12 tribes. The Southern Kingdom in general, you know, and then the rest follow. You know, and these damn celebrity women don't make it no better. Because that's who ultimately they look up to. Just like these niggas look up to these damn young boys and Dirks and King Vons. You know? You know? So, Isaiah 4:1 is coming. Alright? All these women gonna get rejected. So, time. These are the times we're coming into. You got any more to add?
I can't think of nothing right off, Pop.
Time. With that, we're going to close out, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakwadash. I'm Taziar Gabar from Prophets in Babylon, Waco, Texas, under the branch of the Prophets in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida camp. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation on down to the hopeful elect that scatter abroad, pushing out the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And I'm going to say, Shalom, abide with Baal soon.
Shalom.